Hi class, and welcome to your kind of instructional video on how to use Powtoons. So I'm going to walk you through the different topics that we have, and I created 2 slides for each topic, which is what you guys are going to do. And for the first slide of each topic, I have it done and kind of laid out as a basic starting point in a introduction of what you should do to the topic. And then the second slide of each topic is more going in depth, and I'm going to show you guys how to actually make that slide. All right, so this is just kind of the title page, and I just put each little topic in a fancy little slide, and I found those under objects, and I just searched for these arrows. All right, so moving on to the first official slide. This one is about nutrition labels and what they mean. So I just searched for a basic picture and uploaded it of a nutrition label, then added a brief description of what it is. Moving on to the second slide, parts of the nutrition label, I'm going to show you guys how to add an image now. So the image that I want, I'm actually going to upload it. So let's go ahead and open another tab, and we're going to search for parts of a nutrition label. Perfect. And we're going to go to images, and then view image, double click it, save image, then just save it somewhere where you can easily find it. I'm just going to save it to the desktop. Then go ahead and save, and we're going to go back to our Powtoons, click upload image, and then just scroll down until you see it. There it is. And then we're going to click insert image, and it's right there. And I'm just going to adjust it so it fits and put it over there. Perfect. So now to kind of add some description of why I chose that picture, I'm going to go over to text and click add body text. And then it sets this bar, and I'm just going to move it over here so it has enough space. I'm going to double click, then change the color so I can see it a little bit better. All right, and then backspace to clear that text. And for this text, I want you guys to add 2 things about the parts of a nutrition label that you learned from the game you played. Make sure you say what part it is and why it's important. So for my Powtoon, I'm going to put their different parts of a nutrition label. For the example, whoops. There we go. The serving size is located at the top and tells you how much of the product you should eat in one sitting. Awesome. So I would obviously add one more thing to this if this was my category. So then after I have everything, my image and the text, you're going to go down to this timeline here and see these things. So this is the text and this is the image. If we click on those, then you'll see that it comes in at about 9 seconds. We want it to come earlier than that. So we're just going to move our cursor over this bar, click and hold down, and then we're just going to move it back to about 2 seconds. And then once you scroll the arrow back, you can play it, and you see how everything lays out and comes. Perfect. All right, moving on to the next slide. And I have this one done already. So this is the next topic about food groups. So I just have a basic picture of my plate that we used for many different things and kind of use as a guideline for this unit, and then have a brief description about what it is, why I chose this picture, and what it's about. Moving on to the next slide, these are different food groups and the food that fits within them. So same thing that we did with the other slide, I'm going to go down to images and open up a new tab and search for food groups and find a picture that I like the best. And I'm going to choose this one because it kind of goes with the theme of my plate, and I think it's really clean and very pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that to my desktop again. And go back to my Powtoons and click Upload Image and scroll down to find it. And then Insert Image and just adjust it as I want it. Perfect. I'm going to put it right there. Alright, and then I'm just going to move this back to the timeline and add it about 1.5 seconds. Awesome, now we're going to do the same thing with the text. We're going to go over to text, add body text, move it over to where we want it, adjust the size. Awesome, double click, delete, and for this description, I want you guys to talk about at least 2 different food groups, their importance or what they do for your body, and what kind of food is incorporated in this group. Then don't forget to adjust your timeline. So I'm going to talk about the dairy category. So the dairy group includes foods like cheese and milk. These products support bone, can't spell today, growth, and development. Awesome. And then I would just add one more thing about a different food group and why it's important and what it does for your body. So you could talk about the grain group or something else, whatever you guys want. So after you have that, just go down to your timeline again, and I'm going to push this back to about 2.5 seconds. Then we can watch it all again and make sure that we like everything. Awesome, I like how that looks. All right, moving on to the next slide. This is picking the healthier option and how to make your meals healthier. So for this slide, I just have pictures of French fries up here and then kale chips up here as a healthy alternative. And I just searched for these images and downloaded them and uploaded them to this Powtoons and then added a cute arrow, then a kind of a brief description of why I chose those pictures. And moving on to the next slide, maybe. There we go. All right, so how to make your meals healthier. Awesome. So I'm going to add 2 images to this slide and then some more text. So for my images, I'm just going to do the same thing. Go down to images, click on a new tab, and search for a new image that I like. So I'm going to search for a picture of a hamburger and something that doesn't really look healthy. So this one looks good. So I'm going to view image, double click, and save, and then save it to my desktop so it's easy to find. Go back, upload image, and insert. Perfect. Alrighty. I'm gonna add this over on this side, and then we're just gonna go ahead and find another image of something a little bit healthier, so like a wrap or something. And I'm just going to do the same thing, just go ahead and upload that.